like when the waterfall stays there at the bottom and you see it and it's in all its glory and all its beauty, it carries on. It doesn't just stay there. It builds more brooks and it builds more little canals, and it leads to other places to do other good things for other lands and going through other obstacles. So like another cycle begins in life.
What is the message and lesson from all this experience?
The message, part of it, is to be patient and to move forward, because the past is past, especially if it was a mess. It's past. And going forward, I feel like if you change yourself, you can bring goodness and peace and happiness to yourself and others.
What you learned from the waterfall compared to your life?
The waterfall is like an analogy to my life, I think, because with each fall, I felt like I had fallen. And the obstacles were like obstacles in my life, the misfortune and the parents' divorce and the drugs and just all these different obstacles, status, being Asian American, but not really, not finding your place. Those are all obstacles that I had to go through. And I'm sure there will be more obstacles to come, like in the waterfall. But in the end, there will be peace and a lot of goodness and beauty and just everything good.
What makes you sure about that?
Well, I think it's a journey of faith. You have to continue to believe in goodness and the help of others. And I take it day by day. I think it's a journey of faith. I can't see the future, but I know it's one of goodness if I believe.
Do you think you can go back to the same what happened to you in the past?
No, I can't, because it's like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or even 2 steps back. You can't have weakness, you can't have strength, more strength than weakness, because you'll just be going back and you won't be going anywhere. So no, I cannot go back. My past was a mess. I can only go forward, look to faith, and look to believing in goodness in order to move on with my life.
From the people you were associated with them before in the past, what you learned from that? What you learned from the relationship with different people in your life, and how they affect you, good or bad?
Someone told me that a person is like leaving a footprint or like a thumbprint on you. They can do good or bad. And people in my life did that. They left prints on me, both goodness and badness. And the badness affected me. It made me bad. And I don't want to be bad anymore. So I kind of took a vow with myself not to associate myself with those people, negative people who would bring me down, leave negative prints on me, I decided, no, that's it, I'm finished. It's only goodness from now on, and positivity.
By this way, you can advise the young people the importance of the companionship and whom you associated yourself with.
Most definitely. The company you're associated with, it's like we all have different energies and we all are contagious. And so if you're with bad people who are like a virus or a flu, they'll contaminate you and they'll make you sick. But with good people, warm people, good-hearted people, you'll become more like them. You'll become like them. You'll be a lover and not a hater.
What you advise to Chinese American to mankind, especially those who fear Muslim and people with beard, especially the first time you meet this brother?
I think that the important thing is to look beyond the surface, to look at someone's soul. I think it's easy to do that if you open your heart and look into someone's eyes and you can feel their energy and their goodness. And also to look at their actions. If they do what they say they're going to do, they're not liars. They're good people. And you can judge for yourself whether or not people with beards and Muslim people are good or bad. The important thing is to look at the heart and the soul and not the appearance. This is very important.
Do you have a final thought to all the young girls like you?
I just want to say, please believe in Allah, the Creator, because He will bring goodness to your life, here and thereafter.
What about one time you tell me about you're scared of knowledge, you're scared of change? What do you think about that?
I think I was being ignorant. I think ignorance creates fear, and fear generates animosity and violence. And so seek knowledge, seek wisdom, seek the truth. You will find happiness and peace.
How you know it is the truth?
Through investigation. I asked Brother Ahmed to explain to me the creation of mankind, and he gave me this analogy, because I was confused with evolution. I was always taught that evolution was the non-religious way of looking at how things came to be. And he gave me a very simple story of a boat in this remote part of a jungle where people didn't have knowledge of science. And he said, look at this boat. It just appeared out of nowhere. A tree once decided to crack and lay itself down with the timbers and the nails and said, here, I'm a boat. I created it all by my own. That can't be. And if something as simple as a boat didn't just create itself, how did mankind just create itself? Like, we just popped out of a monkey one day. A monkey said, oh, okay, I'm going to be human, you know? And through reading, I read there's lots of books out there where it can educate you about Islam and what their teachings are. I read about things with clouds, things with waves, the mountains, how these things were created and how they function and how they're perfect systems and they don't just work on their own. Somebody is perfecting it, and it's the Creator.